Hi, this is Russell Stannard from teachertrainingvideos.com. I was a complete disaster at learning languages when I was younger. I slowly learned how to study languages, and now I'm studying currently my fourth language. What I'm going to do today is give you a really specific tip on what I do to learn languages, and you're going to find this really useful both in terms of developing your listening skills but also in terms of studying vocabulary. So particularly if you're not a very good language learner, not naturally good at language learning, then I think you're going to find this tip really useful. And hope you like the video, and as always, if you do, please like it, please share it with other teachers and other students, and of course leave your comments below. Let's get started. So this is one of the most useful tools for studying sentences, vocabulary, listening, and what it is called Quizlet. But what I'm going to show you in a minute is a trick to get your words into Quizlet really quickly. But what I do is I have the sentence, I'm trying to learn Polish, I have the sentence in Polish, and on the other side I have the sentence in English. Now what I can do therefore is kind of practice through translation.
Możesz spróbować różnych potraw.
Okay, so I can, or you can, try different plates, different dishes, and then I can turn it over and see if I got it correct. Then move on to the next one.
Lubię smakować różne potrawy.
Okay, lubię smakować różne potrawy. It basically means the same thing. You can try, you can taste different dishes. Okay, next one.
Kobiety mają bardzo mało praw.
So women have fewer rights, and I can check if I got it right. So why is this good? Well, first of all,
Kobiety mają bardzo mało praw.
I never learned the words in isolation. Right from the beginning, even just knowing a few verbs like I am and to have, whenever I was learning vocabulary, I would learn it in a sentence. So I would make little sentences. So that's really important. Secondly, what's really good is to play this game, first of all, where you're translating from the language you want to learn back to your language. But then once you get a little bit more confident, try to answer in the language that you're trying to learn, like for me, Polish. So women have few rights. Kobiety mają mało spraw. And then I can see...
Kobiety mają bardzo mało praw.
In fact, it said bardzo mało. So this is a great way of practicing. So first of all, I always practice from the language that I'm learning back to English, which is easy, and then I try to do it the other way around. So I'm getting loads of practice here. I'm listening, so I'm getting the pronunciation. I'm learning words in context, not words in isolation. And I'm also being able to listen and repeat. So what I can do as well is when I hear the sentence,
Kobiety mają bardzo mało praw.
Kobiety mają bardzo mało praw, yeah, mało praw. And then I can practice and repeat. So that's also really good in terms of getting a feel for a language. Now, the secret is to make these cards. And obviously I've got all these cards made. There's a super quick way of bringing, you can see here the list here, but actually this takes me seconds. And now I'm going to show you a great trick if you want to work with Quizlet. Quizlet is a free tool, but you do need to sign up for it. It's probably the most popular tool that language learners use to practice vocabulary and sentences, etc. Now I'm going to show you a great way of creating lists of vocabulary that you want to practice. So if I just log into my Google account, and you don't actually need to have a Google account to do this, but it's obviously much easier if you have got one, click on Google Translate. And what I always do is I work with English on this side and Polish on this side. Now let me explain what I do. In my lesson today, there were quite a few new words that I learned. One of them was strata czasu, which means waste time. So what I do is I normally write a sentence in English, even though I'm learning Polish, I write the sentence in English. I don't like to waste time. Okay, and then what I do, so I got it here, nie lubię tracić czasu. And what I do now is I save that sentence, and that now is added to the list of sentences that I want to learn. And I'm going to show you them in a minute. I'm going to just do one more example. So another word that I learnt today was lasts. So again, I'm going to say the holiday lasts for 2 weeks, and I write a sentence, yeah, the word is trwa, okay, I write the sentence in English, But really what obviously I want is the Polish translation, and again I save that. Now over time I collect together loads of words, and actually at the moment I've got quite a few here, look, 48, which is probably too many. But anyway, what I'm going to show you now is how I can transfer, just with a couple of clicks, transfer all those words straight into Quizlet. And this is brilliant. So if I click on here, and all I need to do now is click on import the data. So I'm going to import all those words. So it's going to give me a big list of all of that vocabulary. Now, all I need to do is to make sure that I open up these two columns in the middle, because it's only the two middle columns that I want. So just open up the columns to make them nice and big and clear. I want all of the sentences in English on this side and all the sentences in Polish on this side. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just simply copy all of those sentences. So really important that you've got the English on one side and the other language on the other side. Just press copy. Easiest thing to do is right click and copy. I'm going to come back to Quizlet. I'm going to click on create. Now the way that I normally do it is I actually give the date of the vocabulary that I'm learning. So I'm going to say 29th December, new words. And this is really easy. I just click on import and I paste those words in. And immediately it creates all of the cards for me. And I'm going to click on import. And I do that, all of the words imported, all there. So I've now got all the sentences English and the Polish equivalent. I click on create and I'm ready to play the activities. So as I'm learning new vocabulary, I add it into my Google Translate and then bring it in to my Quizlet. Now, one thing as well, when you're working with Google Translate, any sentences that you save, you can actually just listen to them from here. Obviously, you can't play the games that you can play in Quizlet, but you can, for exactly, click here.
Urlop trwa 2 tygodnie.
Yeah.
Nie lubię tracić czasu.
Okay, and so all the sentences,
Świadectwo dojrzałości ze szkoły.
all the sentences I'm trying to learn in Polish, I've now got them on the left-hand side. Now, I've done that in French, I've done that in Spanish, and I've even done it in Chinese, and it's really, really helped me using that method. Right from the beginning, I never write a sentence. Even if it's right at the beginning and I'm learning vocabulary, I will try to do things like I have a dog, or I have a cat, or I don't like fish, or whatever. I try to write really simple sentences so I'm never learning a word in isolation. I hope the video was useful. Loads more free videos on teachertrainingvideos.com, including a special section on languages. If you want to keep up with my work, the best thing to do is to sign up to the newsletter. That way you'll be updated with all the blog posts, the webinars, the online courses, the new videos I create. Of course, you can also subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to click on the bell so that you'll be told about all the updates. And if you want me to do some training in your organization, perhaps training teachers in using Zoom or in using Google tools or using Camtasia or Moodle, then please contact me, and you can do that from my website. And thank you very much.